On this week's episode, we talk about Mickey 17.
And other pop culture news of the week.
So this week, we got to see Mickey 17. This is the latest from Bong Joon-ho, starring Robert Pattinson and Toni Collette, Mark Ruffalo, and a whole bunch of other people.
Anybody else famous? I can't remember. That was the big ones, right?
Yeah, that.
Naomi Aki was there. She was in that. What is it? The dancer guys movie. What's his bucket? Channing Tatum movie about billionaires.
Yes, yeah, that's where I recognize her from.
She was that too. But yeah, so what's his name again? Bong Joon-ho. Bong Joon-ho. South Korean filmmaker. I guess he's successful there. Became worldly famous with Parasite. That won, believe it or not, an Oscar for Best Picture. When it shouldn't, but anyways, we talked about that before. And this time he came, or Hollywood went to him, and they made a movie together, a sci-fi named Mickey 17, based on a book. I can't remember the name of the author.
Oh yeah, I don't remember. But I think, isn't the book just called Mickey 7?
Yeah?
Or something. I'm not sure if the book is Mickey 17.
Oh, okay.
7.
So
anyway,
they spend it even more. So based on a book is one of those from the series. Movies based on books that we never gonna read. We didn't read, and never gonna read. And I say never because there's so many other things to read.
This is a bold statement, sir.
And reread. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm saying I'm not, because the movie in this, I blame it on the producers, on the director. The movie sort of destroyed the book for me. It destroyed any hope of me. It's like, you know what, I should read this. I was like, okay.
For me, it was the opposite. It makes me want to read the book because I suspect, and based on some comments we've seen from people who have read the book, I think I'm right, that a lot of the stuff a lot of what I was hoping the movie would be is what the book is. And a lot of things that were really disappointing in the movie don't exist in the book. So I feel like the book might give me the story that I was hoping for.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So maybe
I do try.
But still, I have other things to read and to reread.
I know.
So don't judge me or don't follow me. If you want to go read the book, by all means, go read the book. I guess there's like phenomenons of books, movies that bring people to read the books, right? Lord of the Rings, very common. Harry Potter.
In fact, they'll quite often publish either release stickers, or they'll publish a new paperback edition with a sticker on it that says based or now a major motion picture or something.
Yeah, and this one is anyways, back to the movie. Yeah. So the movie, the main story of the movie is about this future society. That by all means, it's not heavy. It's either when you write about a future society, it's either scary, preoccupying, worrisome, or amazing, and it's whoa, this future. This one I didn't feel like was either. It was so. I was I'm not scared about any of that, and I'm not excited for it. So that started the problem for me. But anyways, a future society where they are working on colonizing other planets, and one specifically Niflheim, which I think was misspelled, but anyways, because that's one of the
I assume it's one of the Asgardian realms.
The realms of the
Norse mythology.
No, what's the name of the Ixandir? The three of life. Yggdrasil. Yeah, it's one of those. Anyways, so they are colonizing this planet that's cold. And snowy, and they doing they building a new colonizing, and they bringing a lot of people
new society.
They bringing a lot of people to work, right? And Edward Cullen's character, Matthew, what's his name?
Yeah, Robert
Pattinson's character.
It's been so long. He's done so much work since then.
Yeah. I told you guys about that. He was at the airport and someone said, "Oh man, I miss you." It's we don't see you anything anymore. And he was I'm Batman, dude.
Yeah. He's in movies all the time. Maybe not anyway. Oh,
Maybe
bless his heart.
because it's really good acting, and like every character is so different that
Yes.
you don't see the same guy there, because in this one in particular he plays two different characters at least.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And this, I will say, as disappointing as the film was, his performance and Toni Collette's, like, they were fantastic. Like, they are both really solid actors.
Yeah.
Even when they don't have something great to work with, they put in good work. Anyway.
Yeah. So Robert Pattinson's character, Steve Young's character, they're friends and they get in trouble on Earth, and then decided to enlist to go work on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And he picks a very peculiar job, the job of a expendable, which is according to that time technology is one's decides to give his life to the company to do the job, to the point that if he dies, they will take the memories out, and they never explain how. They will take the memories out and reimplant on a clone, on a 3D printed body, a new body, and we'll start over. And he keeps dying and dying, and that's why 17. We watch the movie we have glimpses of the other versions, but we watch the movie from the perspective of the number 17, Mickey.
Mm-hmm. And so it starts out, I think, very interesting, and this is what I expect. This is what's really shown in the trailer, and yeah, this whole process and what this guy's life is like the total disregard for his health, his safety, some of like the most basic human rights. Like he's getting used as like a human guinea pig in the most horrific ways. He's sent on all the worst and most dangerous missions, and then he just like gets printed out again. And I think this is one successful part of the film, like the way the body printer works. Like we see him kind of like coming out unconscious and like jamming and then going back and forth, and it's very funny. Dark and funny, and really plays on this whole idea of like, this disregard for human life, or exploiting human life for other ends. And
I think you done?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think as the movie when the movie dwells into the comedic aspect, I think the movie works. When the movie moves to like serious, like important issues, dark problems, then the movie loses itself.
Yeah, it completely derails like maybe a third of the way through. Strong language, but that's what I felt. When it really starts to focus on what is very clearly a caricature. I don't know if he's going for like satire or what, but anyway, it feels like a caricature of like a Hollywood vision of what the far right is. But instead of being like thoughtful or insightful about it, it just felt very superficial.
And it's not even far right, because the far right is something
true.
Hollywood created. It's like regular people, they're workers, and they oppose the system because the system doesn't work, right? So in this case, it's people that want a better life and want to work, and they join this guy who is clearly a caricature of Donald Trump. The Mark Ruffalo doing this terrific is the good one, right?
Yes.
They're doing this horrific impersonation. He does this voice.
Yeah,
and
he does this weird,
Yeah, it's really bad. And the movie dwells a lot into that when the book has nothing of that.
Yeah, and so and that's even watching the film without knowing anything about the book, I was like, because it's like so on the nose, but also like so superficial, so unoriginal, so cliche, without getting into anything like thoughtful or meaningful, like conversations that we probably should be having about the type of political leaders we have right now. I don't know. It didn't work. It fell really, really flat.
And it's
Toni Collette's character, despite being well executed, was like, I feel like she was given like such, just something so mediocre, so basic, and she acted the heck out of it, but I don't know, it was just so disappointing. And then there's another character who goes from being like a horny drug addict to suddenly being like the savior of this entire society. There is no clear leap from that. It makes no sense whatsoever. There's just a lot that falls apart. And then there's this whole sequence that's like really central to the movie that is actually just the ending of Nausicaa Valley of the Wind. Like, we've seen that before. It's been done before.
I don't know what that is, but
I understand, like, not
I
everybody
believe
has seen the early Studio Ghibli films, and that's fine. But for me, it was very, like, I think enough people have.
but you know, people do
But it's
people.
like, this has been done before. Like, we've
But
seen this before.
but it was in a homage way, or you think it was just like a bad copy?
I don't know, and it might even be a coincidence. Like, we were just watching a Zachary Levi interview, and he, like many others, have said there's nothing truly new or original under the sun.
But
it just felt so.
But there's ways to
know.
do it, you know, like
It's true.
when you pay homage to great directors, to great creators, you know, it's an honor, and when well done. Or you can go to the James Cameron route and say everything is from his genius head.
Yeah.
That he creates everything out of his, you know, out of his own being. When Terminator is a ripoff of an X-Men comic book, you know, and he never says that. He never pledged honor to the original. He says, like, it came from my head. I'm a genius. I'm the king of the world, right? Like Titanic. It's like it's a known story, right?
Right.
It's real life, but it's like he made that masterpiece. Avatar is a ripoff of like indigenous cultures, like Pocahontas and several other Dance with Wolves, where you know the one side of the war comes and join the other sides in some way and end up flipping sides. You know, it's not original, but it's like it's genius. It's like a masterpiece, which is not. So there's ways to honor past creators and do it. In you know, and not just ripping off and copying it. I don't know the original, so I cannot say if it was either or. But
I didn't get homage vibes, but that, I mean, that's purely vibes. Maybe it was done that way. Maybe it's just a coincidence. But either way, it started out intriguing and interesting, and then very quickly just felt like unoriginal, superficial. And like, I don't mind. I get, like, we are very conservative. I don't mind like satire or critique about, you know, conservative right-wing stuff, as long as it's like thoughtful. Bring something new to the table. Bring something that's like worth discussing. Bring up some valid points. It was just so cliche.
In this case, in the case of this director, is either pathetic on or I guess in one of two ways. Is it's either him buying of this idea that CNN and MSNBC is selling of America to the world, and people out there believes that this, you know, white people here are the worst. They all have guns and kill black people. You know, if you're watching MSNBC and CNN, you're gonna believe that. And he's from outside. He's from a different country, so he bought into the idea in a naive, pathetic way, or worse, or maybe not worse, maybe the same. He's repaying the favor that the Academy made to him for giving him an Oscar when he did not deserve. So it's like, okay, the Academy gave me an Oscar. I want to be part of the group. I want to be accepted, you know. So to get with the cool kids or cruel kids, I'm going to join them in their ideas, and I'm going to put this in my movie because that's what they believe, and I want to be part of them. So one of those ways, both ways is pathetic, and the movie doesn't work.
No. So long story short, it was kind of a bummer. If you're excited about what you saw in the trailer, this movie's going to be disappointing for you because that's not the movie.
And again, talking about excitement, it's like at no moment of the movie it excites you. You know, it's not like intriguing. It's not like riveting. It's like you have this character that's like, you know, Gollum-esque, because he's being
kind of a loser.
Yeah, and again, in many movies, that's how it starts. It's the underdog, and then the underdog like moves from that, and you joining him and his journey, you cheering for him, and he wins, and he doesn't. Not spoiling, but spoiling. There's a moment at the end that is like he's dressing his mistress, wife, girlfriend. You know, he's like, it's I don't know what was the idea behind that. It's like he was born to be servant and inferior to the point that even going to this journey to save the world, just on a to save, I guess to save the world, to save their world, and at the end he goes back to it's no change, no character development whatsoever. It's like, it was the point. Granted, I was, I had high hopes, but knowing that would come from the same guy that did Parasite, and they ate, like, Hollywood ate that like it was like the most precious, most delicious thing, when it wasn't. And I was like, yeah, Hollywood's gonna pump this to be like huge, even if it's not, like they do with the Marvel movies. When, like, most of them lately suck, and they like, you read what the specialized media says. Oh, this movie is so great. This is so great. Then you go check the numbers. It's like people lying to your face. Really, this movie sucks. And and this one was the case. They're trying to sell you something that is not, sadly, because they had potentially talent there, but it lost themselves in the writing, and usually is that when there's bad writing, there's mostly nothing can save a movie or a TV show. It doesn't matter if it has the best visual effects. It doesn't matter if the source material is great. If when it's translated to a different medium, and it's poorly written, that's what's gonna stick. And
it's true. So no pressure, screenwriters, but really there's a lot of pressure.
Mickey 17. It's another one. Failed adaptation. I mean, I cannot say it's a failed adaptation. Maybe the book sucks too, but from what we heard from people that read the book, it's like, and it's not compelling, it's not intriguing, and I don't know, the concept is like interesting, and the trailer is comedic, in the comedic parts of the movie were successful. There was some good laughs. As a matter of fact, there was a group of guys behind us that they were really eating it.
They were really into it.
Like, I was like, whoa, someone paid this guy to laugh, to like cheer.
Right?
But there was some funny moments.
Yeah, there were some definitely positive
when
moments.
When the movie moves from that, there's like a romance that's like not compelling. It's like, whatever. Talk about Belle and Edward. This romance was like, no. Anyways, Mickey 17 is available on theaters everywhere. It just opened on screenings nationwide. If you want to go see it, go. It's your money. But if you want to save some money, you can go watch some other cool things. There's a lot of cool things there. It's like Unbreakable Boy. There's oh man, now I can't remember. Dog. What's it called?
Oh, Dogman?
Dogman looks hilarious. You need to see Dogman.
It does look very funny.
Yeah. I have a friend, he watched it. He took his kids to watch it, and he loved it. He said the kids were lost in a lot of the jokes. So maybe maybe
we'll get a kick out of it.
Maybe it's not really for kids, but we'll see. And I regret not seeing this, but yeah. But if you wanna go see something better, there's options.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chosen movies coming, Last Supper, etc., and there's like some fun movies coming. The one with Rami Malek, The Amateur.
Yeah.
The trailers pump me like every time. It looks fun.
It looks fun. It looks very interesting. I don't know. It could be a case of like all the good stuff is in the trailer, and the movie itself is going to be kind of predictable. But even if it is super predictable, I don't care. I think it's a ride that I would like to go on.
Yeah, because of course, there's like some tropes on the trailer that I already told you. Like, this is gonna happen. This is not gonna happen.
Yeah, and once he says it, like this is extremely obvious.
Yeah, it is. Of course, it's gonna be the case. If it's not, kudos to the writers.
Oh yeah.
And thank you for surprising the audiences. They're tough to be surprised. But anyways, again, Mickey 17 is available everywhere. Let's move on.
Okay, the Oscars happened. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande sang, and Conan hosted.
Made jokes. Adam Sandler show up in his gala attire.
Yeah. He yelled in Timothée Chalamet's face. It was hilarious. Awards were given.
There was like a honor homage to James Bond movies, which was like, what?
It almost felt like after the announcement that Amazon is taking over James Bond, it almost felt like an in memoriam.
Yeah,
Like,
brought to
goodbye,
you. Oh,
007.
Amazon is trying to pump James Bond. Brought to you by Amazon MGM.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was that.
Uh-huh.
The awarding the winners was like no surprises. There was some disappointments, but Anora that's been winning the late award. The latest awards, won Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, and Best Actress was a disappointment because a lot of people were expecting Demi Moore to win, and people made like immediately people all over the internet making the joke, or the actual attestment that the movie the substance the Oscar going to the young new actress instead of the old actress, that basically reflects the substance movie, which is like, the Academy is the Academy. Don't expect them to be
very
smart.
meta.
Yeah,
Very
but yeah, on this year of controversies where men were running for women categories, they gave an award to Woman of the Night. Do you say that in English?
Yes.
Yes, to a prostitute, not the actress, the character.
No, she's just an actress,
the
Mikey
character.
Madison.
And it's like, anything you want to say about the Oscars that come to mind concerning the awards?
No, not terribly. I think this year was just kind of a bummer. There were a few nominations that I felt like, that makes sense. I would like to see that person win or that film win, but for the most part, they weren't super exciting. So, meh.
Yeah.
Anora is
Disney failed again. Lost the animation. They dominated this year. Was it Moana? It was in the list. They failed again.
I
think it was
remember.
Flow. Was it Flow? The one that won. Anyways, Kieran Culkin delivered a nice family moment when he won Best Actor for Real Pain. It's Real Pain, right?
Yes.
Real Pain. What's the name of the Bucky Barnes one? No, Bucky Barnes.
Brave New World?
No. Bucky Barnes. What's his actor's name?
Oh, Sebastian Stan.
What was the name of that one?
A Different Man?
A Different Man. It's Real Pain, A Different Man. It's like the names are kind of so simple that mixes up in my head. But anything else I can think of? Anything else?
Just a couple notes about the films nominated this year. Anora is one of the lowest grossing Best Picture Oscar winners in box office history, so it was not terribly successful. It was a very low budget film originally, so like based on its low budget, it was successful. But as far as like other Oscar winners go, it's one of the lowest grossing ever.
Sort of like nobody's seen it, sort of way.
Yeah, I think it got a lot more attention once it was nominated.
So, and it didn't. We're gonna talk about that, but to the point that the Academy, it's like there's a lot of reports that people don't see the movies. Nobody sees the movies, and we love the movies, and we didn't see all of them. Some by choice, like some is like I'm not gonna watch this, and in contraposition, we saw some movies that we shouldn't see.
Yeah.
But the Academy, they don't see it. It's like Samuel L. Jackson said years ago that when he gets a ballot, he gives to his maid to vote. Like, can you do this for me? You see, nobody sees it. So sometimes there's like there's the phenomenon of gift baskets.
The marketing and the lobbying.
Yeah, whoever sends the best gift basket gets the vote. So if 40 million people pay to see the movie, Academy probably didn't see. So I want to go ahead and say, I don't know, 5% of the Academy actually saw that movie, and of the 5%, how many people actually saw the other movies, right? Because if you're picking the best of one, the best of 5, you have to see all 5, right? So anyway, the Academy it's failing, and as you talk about the
so the nominated films, none of the nominated films were in the streaming top 10. Probably because some of them just aren't available. Like, you can rent or buy Substance, but it's not like actually streaming on any platform that
No,
you're
I
already
think it
paying
is.
for.
I think it is.
I don't think it is. I looked.
It's isn't on Showtime.
Maybe. Because I was looking yesterday. I look every now and then because I really want to see it, and we missed it in the theater. And
Come on, AI, do your job.
yeah, it's not.
Okay. Movie. It's
Okay.
a bit of a movie.
Oh, okay.
Whatever
That
is.
well-known streaming service. Okay, so it's on movie, but everywhere else you need to.
Yeah, $14.99. I guess is a streaming service.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, there's the question of availability, but then yeah, they're just not like super popular. But there's always this tension with Oscars and award shows, like a movie being like high quality or really demonstrating achievement in the craft isn't necessarily going to be a huge box office success, and something that's a box office success isn't necessarily demonstrating like something, great achievement or creativity or anything. So I don't know that that's like necessarily, I don't know.
It's tough.
It's always something to discuss.
And it's tough because the nowadays interference for external agents and agendas that
Sure.
will change the movie into, especially when it comes from a source material. There's popular, and is and you change so drastically, it's you lose some of the success that they should be, like. Anyways, let's not talk about that. Anything else about the Oscars?
Yeah, so Jesse Eisenberg, he wrote, directed, starred in A Real Pain, which was, for me, I thought that was one of my favorites out of this whole lineup, and one that I thought really deserved the attention. Kieran Culkin won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in that, and shortly after, Jesse Eisenberg was granted Polish citizenship, which apparently he applied for during this whole journey of exploring. The movie's very much based on his own personal experiences of exploring his own Polish heritage and his relationship with Poland as like a Jewish American and a Polish of Polish descent, and anyway, if you see the movie you'll understand. Anyway, so he had applied for Polish citizenship not long after the Oscars. He was granted that, and so
it was before the Oscars, right?
No, it was right after.
That he got the citizenship?
Yeah.
Oh,
so he applied a while ago when he was doing this, when he was making the film.
So he got it because the Oscar was just due time.
It was just due time, but like
Okay.
it's kind of a result of the film, and the timing was just really nice.
Okay.
Anyway, so I feel like that's a bright spot in this whole meh of an Oscar season.
So
I feel like that was really nice.
I didn't quite understand the news. So he got it because he applied, and he applied because he does have Polish.
Yeah, both he and his wife are descended from Polish Jews who left.
Oh, okay.
And came to New York.
Okay. At first, I thought the news was like the Polish liked the movie so much that he made him a citizen.
No, so it is a result of the movie because he got into this whole thing.
But he had
made the movie, but he had applied about his own life and his own family.
He's entitled to because of the family.
Right, but yeah, he had applied. Okay. They didn't just give it to him.
Okay.
Because he made a movie about Poland.
Okay. I mean, the movie was good. So
it was. Yeah. I feel like that is one of the few from this.
No Polish people should be offended. The movie was good.
No, it was very well done. I thought it was very thoughtful.
The old man that can't speak English. Anyways, okay.
Yeah, but if I don't know, old men are old men. Girls over there.
Do you speak Polish?
Anyway, the Razzies also happened. These are the anti-Oscars. These are the awards for
you check the Razzies? I forgot to check the Razzies.
I didn't check all of them, but you got one bit from here.
Yeah.
That Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga were awarded the worst screen combo.
Well.
Yeah. Joker 2 also won for worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel.
Yeah. Well. So again, it's like they had a chance. I mean, they should make that. The first one was good, and
yeah, it was fine.
Leave it open, but then someone's it made money. Let's make more. I was like, anyways.
Yeah. Well, speaking of things making money, making more, there were some really exciting rumors that Kathleen Kennedy was stepping down and that maybe Filoni was going to step up and take her place. It was all baloney.
Well, yeah, like people like celebrating, and you actually,
Yeah. Da-da.
But yeah, Ding Dong, the witch is dead. No, actually, somehow Kathleen Kennedy is alive.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
So
Is there a mountain full of clones?
She denied it, and she doubled down on it by saying,
I will die making movies.
Oh gosh.
See, if Clint Eastwood were to say that, and I think he will die making movies despite...
Oh, he's done.
He is what he said, but when you're making movies into your 90s, I don't believe it until he's cold and dead in the ground.
Yeah.
Anyway, so some people could say I will die making movies, and I'll say, yes, right on. But Kathleen Kennedy, despite like the most... Like, what an incredible beginning to her career. All these phenomenal classics, like beloved movies from the 80s and 90s. Her name is all over it. And just what happened? She came up at the feet of like the greats. And she's just, anyway.
She made some huge movies, some great successful movies with great filmmakers.
Yeah.
But I think she's one of those people in Hollywood, and Hollywood is full of those, that says like, she comes to the studio, to the set, or to the office and say, good morning, guys. You shouldn't say good morning. Good morning is offensive to the tribes of this place that they never have mornings. Some stupid woke idea. And then she's like, oh, I should correct myself. And then she get double down, overcorrect. And I see that in her movies. And she has all the wrong ideas. And I think she's like being pushed by times, but not in a good way, but like pushing by stupid ideologies that are like, and that's thinking nice of her, right? Because she could be actively being the agent of destruction of this product by she wants to, destroy this because that's what needs to be done. Because that the future is female, the force is female, the crap she says. Because for that to happen, it's like it's the part of feminism to say that for woman to be on the top, man has to be on the bottom. That's why feminism didn't work, and it shouldn't. And it could be one of both ways. She's actually doing that because she believes it, or she's a fool. Like in Hollywood, are full of them. They are following the trends. But anyways, one more thing about Star Wars and Kennedy. There was like for a little bit this week, there were rumors that Star Wars was up for sale.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's no denying your confirmation. It's just rumors, but
okay,
we'll see.
Interesting. Well, in the meantime, Microsoft is going to shut down Skype. I guess FaceTime, WhatsApp, Messenger, Zoom.
Skype was like Skype is one of those technological phenomena that happens from time to time. It happens more often than not. I remember when I was living in Africa, and someone came from the Western continents, the New World, talking about Google. I was like, Google? What is that? I was like, and then they explained a little bit to me, and I said, like an idiot. I mean, it might sounded like I was an idiot. I was right where I should be. I said, that's like a new Yahoo, right? But it's like Google overcome and destroyed and took Yahoo's launch, right?
They did.
When they did the same thing, Yahoo was doing the same thing, but comes Google and you're done, Yahoo.
Yeah, it's true.
And Skype was the same thing. Skype was the app for communications.
Yeah, I used it all the time.
Yeah, and then comes not so much as FaceTime, because FaceTime is Apple only.
That's true.
But comes Zoom. What is, like, not saying it's a stupid name, but like such a simple name. It's like,
I know, I had no idea it existed until the pandemic. And then I feel like it should have been Skype, but it was Zoom.
Yeah, and then in the industry, they you don't let that happen. And like Yahoo failed, like Skype failed. You either there's this cartoon saying, right? If you can defeat them, you join them,
Oh,
right? So in the case of the industry, it's like if they come in to steal your launch and you cannot fight it, and you should fight it because you have the market is yours. But if you cannot fight it, buy them. But Microsoft didn't. And the Skype failed and is disappearing now.
R.I.P. to a real one.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Skype. Okay, some exciting news in the world of fast food. McDonald's has opened a truly, completely, 100% fully automated location.
Yeah.
0 humans.
Skynet is coming to serve you Big Macs.
I'll be honest, this does not say good things about their food. Which, I mean, it's not a surprise. It's not like, right, like, if... which is not a surprise. It's not like, what? McDonald's food is mediocre and low quality? But this just seals the deal.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Still about fast food, Taco Bell is coming with like news.
Oh yeah.
With new menu items. They're coming up with a new Baja Blast.
Yeah, it's a new Mountain Dew flavor.
Which is what's it called?
Purple passion fruit.
No, what's it called?
Oh, I don't know. You don't have a name here.
No, I didn't put the
but
name.
It's described as purple passion fruit.
Baja Nights, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wish I should have written that.
But I'll be honest, I'm eager to try
purple
it.
passion fruit. Yeah, it sounds good.
Sounds like quality junk
Baja
food.
Blast is like, I mean, as good as they go, right? Because they all bad for you, but Baja Blast is the best.
That's true. They actually sell it in 2 liters now.
2 liters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That's cool.
The long promised day is here.
Yes.
Not promised, hoped for.
What else?
They're also they've revealed a new taco with a shell made of cheese.
Yes.
So yeah, exciting stuff. What a time to be alive, guys.
And I hope for a little, because if you keep eating that, but the thing about cheese, like when you grill cheese, right? And there's like a little corners that says like little crunchy. It has to be like that. If it's not like that, we riot. Because if it's all like that, geez, that's dangerous. There's the food of the future.
I know I just was like ragging on McDonald's, but like Taco Bell, they at least, I know that it's like junk garbage food, but it's so yummy and fun.
And of course they have a new sauce, which I probably didn't write it.
Oh yeah, it's also purple, right?
Hot. Over the hottest one they have now is called Inferno. It's hotter than Inferno.
What?
So, yeah.
Is that even possible?
Purple too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Coming soon.
Oh, you guys.
Talk about next.
Truly. We live in blessed times. Okay, SWAT was canceled at CBS after 8 seasons.
It's like the 3rd time SWAT's been canceled. Huh. They canceled and they reverted. They canceled and they reverted. This time canceled again. So maybe
this is the time. This is the time.
The FBI shows Dick Clarkson on TV also canceled. The CIA show was not canceled. I mean, it's still in production, but it seems like it will come to light. It will premiere. But the FBI shows, I was like, I don't know. They give, the usual excuse. But does that have to do with this whole new administration relation with FBI and things that are coming to light? Or, anyways, you would think that shows. Drama procedures, they are like protected from woke virus, but they always find ways to infect the content. So maybe they just realize it's like, you better get this out because this is not gonna run.
Yeah.
Like like DEI is dying in the private sector when it shouldn't, but because the government is doing it, everybody is following trend because nobody wants to look bad. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay, the Wonder Woman game that we talked about last week, and we're like, ooh, this is cool. Oh, wait, never mind, it canceled. Yeah. Word on the street is it was gorgeous and expansive.
Yeah, people that saw it, including a comic book artist, they were consultants on the game. They said it was good. Too bad.
Yeah, so we all get to be disappointed about that now. Maybe we can drown our sorrows in a cheese taco and purple passion fruit Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I'm hungry now.
James Gunn has confirmed that Starfire is going to be part of an Elseworlds project.
So he keeps announcing a lot of things going to the Elseworlds side of DC. They're confirming things that are being DC Black Label. So he's pretty much not like he's building a universe and he's copying out on everything. And I was like, this is not. I was like, what the heck? What's the point of creating a new universe? If we're creating Elseworlds, we're creating alternative realities. Why not following it, the universe that was established instead of rebooting and remaking? Which
I don't know.
also brings, there was like rumors, not rumors, there was news of screenings of the new Superman movie, and there's like mixed reviews. The worst saying that it was not good, and the best saying that was like remind the viewer of Guardians of the Galaxy, which it's good in some ways, which is bad in a lot of ways. But if anything, for me, it tells me what I always knew, that James Gunn can only do one thing.
Right.
He did on Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3.
Suicide Squad.
He did on Suicide Squad. He did on the Monster. What's that one called? Monster.
Oh shoot, the animated one.
Yeah. Monster Squad. No,
Yeah.
that's a different show. He did on the Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
He did on
job.
Creature Commandos. It's like he always does
Yeah,
the same thing.
They're all the same.
Same structure, and then he brings that to Superman and Peacemaker.
Yeah.
So that's not good. You're giving your best property to someone.
One trick pony.
And by mean best property, I mean not only Superman. I mean the entire company is gonna do everything, which Marvel did, and it was successful. But at some point, they step up, right? Yeah. And then they stepping down, but so mixed reviews. People said that Rachel Brosnahan is great as Lois, but again, her job is the easiest. Especially if the rumors that he gives her more importance that she should have. Not saying that Lois is not important, but there's like rumors that the movie is about Lois and not about Superman. And Lois is the hero, she saved the day. And we saw in the trailer Superman beat up, calling for the dog. So all that together, I was like, let's see. But the rumors are, the news from those screenings are mixed reviews. And we'll see. But again, about the Elseworlds, Batman and Robin, he was saying that it might be Elseworlds. I was like, what the heck? You're trying to establish a universe, and at the same time, no, this is not part of it. This is not part of it. And the kind of cop out that he started when he took over the DCU. He said, "This is the first movie of the DCU." And said, "No, it's not."
As soon as it was unpopular, it was like, no, this is not it. This one, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, yeah, rumors of new villains. What else there was about? Which we know. He already knows what's gonna happen. Like Brainiac's gonna be there, even though he's not in the trailers, he's not on the marketing.
Which is bananas, because like everybody was in that trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm skeptical.
Yeah.
Okay, so Peacock is still, as we've mentioned before, Peacock is working on a spin-off reboot revival of The Office. They have officially cast Oscar Nunez. Is that the actor's name or the character, or both?
His name is Oscar. The actor is Oscar Nunez.
Okay.
The character is Oscar Martinez.
Okay. Anyway, so Oscar Nunez is part of that, presumably reprising his role.
Which I mean, for me, is like the most difficult character to bring to this revival, because he ends up as a congressman at the end of the original Office. So how he's gonna date someone?
I don't know. Or is he gonna do like a David Wallace and
he's gonna buy
the company? I can't imagine Oscar would want to.
Or he failed.
Sure.
And went back to work at the Office. It's a very Office story, right? You go like Ryan was the CEO and went back to be a
the Wonderkind.
Yes. So yeah, we'll see about that.
Yep. Shrek 5.
Shrek 5.
Huh.
Some news about Shrek 5, and it's dividing the audiences. Actually, it's probably uniting the audiences on their on their demands.
Yeah.
Zendaya was announced to be Shrek's daughter.
Teenage daughter.
Which she probably got a part for her strengths. I mean, because she looks like Shrek. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. People say she's
green.
No, because she's green. Because people say, "Oh, so pretty. She's so pretty." So she's not that pretty.
Okay.
Yeah. she's skinny, which is, I guess, a good quality. But she's not as pretty as this. Anyways, but that's not the problem. The problem is the visuals, not only for the character is new, so it doesn't count. But the visuals for every other character, Shrek, Fiona, Donkey, people are hating it. Absolutely hating it.
It is a really different style. And I didn't totally notice it until they did like a side-by-side of like Shrek, and, original Shrek and Fiona, and then this new one. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Why mess with greatness?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
So there's that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Christopher Nolan apparently wanted to direct a James Bond movie right after Tenet, but, and this is bananas, they told him he couldn't have the final edit.
Yeah. Well,
why would you do, like, the man has made nothing but phenomenal movies. So why would you say, like, sure, you can do something for this property, but you don't get total control over it. Yeah. We don't trust.
Yeah. Well, but again, it's James Bond. It's like a long tradition. The House of Broccoli and I can't remember the other name. They hold that tight. And
do you know what else is a long tradition?
But it worked.
Batman.
But it worked, right?
Oh, sure.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, Nolan has already demonstrated that he can take a long existing franchise and make something incredible out of it.
True.
Like, he's got the receipts.
Well, that was when?
It says right after Tenet, so presumably,
you know. Yeah, he was already a household name.
Oh, yeah.
They could.
Long after Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, I don't know. They might said... The news might be what it says, and it might be that like I would never work with that person. You know, in Hollywood there's that. But now Amazon is taking over. There's everybody and their grandmas flirting with the idea of Nolan, pushing Amazon for that idea, and of course pushing Henry Cavill. But it's tough because he's working on a
Warhammer, right?
No. Cavill is easy. He works on Amazon. I'm talking about Nolan. He's working on Odyssey, which will be one movie, will be two, will be three. I don't know. So
I don't know. The Odyssey took 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I trust the man.
Yeah.
I trust the man. I trust his cast.
I hope so. There's only one thing I hope he doesn't screw up. I saw Ellen Page's name there, and I was like, ooh. Anyways. But what else?
Oh, the United States government has officially released its first ever superhero coin.
And that's kind of old news. It was not this week. It was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
And I just that we had so much
other
stuff to talk. And this one, it's a silver gold.
Silver coin.
Silver coin. What the heck is a silver gold?
I don't know.
And a silver coin. It costs $250. No.
They made 250 of them.
Yeah, and it's 99% pure silver. It's a Superman coin.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and it's out now. We didn't put the price, right?
No.
Okay.
I'll see if I can look that up. I had a roommate from India.
My birthday? Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
I have a good friend from India. And her
Does
boss...
she mine silver?
No, but her boss would pay her... Like, you give her a regular salary, and then, like, her benefits, her retirement, every now and then he would buy her a piece of silver. And that was, like, part of her, like, retirement plan or whatever.
That's old school. And
it is very old school, yeah. Like,
then,
actual pieces of, like, silver and gold that sat in a safe.
And then you don't go wrong when you invest in the kind of metal because they only go up. They never go down.
This is
especially
true.
With the markets we have.
Oy. No kidding.
But yeah. So we also finished the trailers.
Oh yeah.
And it was fun. And I guess it ended well. It was a risk of some people winning. And I'm glad it didn't happen. So you should go see it. We also finished... Did we finish anything else? No. But we're working on things to finish. How much is the coin?
I can't find it. The website is terrible.
Okay. Did you try to put Superman silver coin?
I did. Oh, here, wait. Oh, they have a gold one too.
Yeah, so how much?
Let's find out. The delivery is $5.95. It's an upcoming release. They don't have...
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I give up.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of money though.
So we come with the prices when she buys me one. I'll let you know. But for this week, that's it. May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.